Well, good morning. It's 9 o'clock on Tuesday, July 28th. Just looked outside my door because I knew what was going to be happening today, as they're going to try to make it rain by tomorrow. So you can see the chemtrail rail already up here. Wisps already from previous trailing. This is all wisps from previous trailing. There's another trail sitting back in there. The guy went by as they're starting the grid. As I pan all the way around into that southern sky, you can see what's going on here. Look at the chemtrail, and the wisps are already falling out of the bottom of that. Wisps everywhere in the sky. They're going to try their damnedest to make it rain, as we continue to prove that the monsoon season is a total fraud. Well, 20 minutes gone by, they're still out here spraying. We got another rail here, as they just keep adding to the already chemtrailing that's been going on. Like right here, that's all starting to wisp out into something like this, okay? So you get the picture how they make the wisps. But if you look back far enough, they've got the grid built from earlier spraying, because it's already dark back in that horizon. There's only one way that can happen. And look at over here. You got cloudoids that busted up into some great big orange bale. We'll keep an eye on and see what goes on with that in a few minutes. But there you have it. Alright, here is the weather report for Tuesday, July 28th, and look what's going on. You can see what they're doing. They're bringing this out up again through Mexico to create the monsoon season. A little bit coming out of that bank of the South Pacific over Baja, and right up to Arizona and New Mexico. You can see what they're doing. Those are not clouds. We showed you what they were up in the great northwest, spotty spraying. But look what they did here. Look at the swirl they did here, bringing it right down over the Great Lakes. Anyway, back here in the Gulf, you can see they got that bomb again, heading right for Florida, as the excess floats off into the Atlantic Ocean. Spotty spraying here. Who knows what they're trying to do there. It's almost as if they're continuing this loop here down through there. But we'll keep an eye on that. We'll be back later to see what's really going on there. We're in the great wide open, and this is Tuesday. And I'm going to show you what we got going on. All right, you saw the weather report. You know what they're doing. But look straight up here. Look at this grid. And look at the fin work out of that grid. You can see the fins. And that's right as they came off the mountain range. Look at these fins. A lot of big busted up orange peel as it all collapses. It's like go in that southern sector. Look at this. Look at the grid work back there. It's almost completely covered. We got wisps everywhere. Wisps up here. Some minor fins there. It's all breaking apart. Wisps as it all breaks apart up in there. See the wisp there? Yep, as I pan into that eastern sector, you can see how dark it is already. It's only 11 a.m. Okay, and look how dark that is. So they've been spraying for a while to get that to come low. And look at over here. This guy laced his chemtrail right here. Follow it up. Okay, and then right alongside of him, there's another guy sprinting a rail. Look at him. See, as he spins it right up in there. They're not going to stop spraying. Ever. Until we stop them. It's that bad. Look at that guy up there spraying that plume. Jeez. God help us. It's about 11 o'clock. It's been a few minutes and I got this guy spinning this rail. And then we got a guy way over here spinning a rail. Smaller plume. We've got a little tiny plume where a guy left a little tail there. Here's the leftover trail over here. I mean, you can see what's they're trying to do here. My gosh. We got this guy spraying this rail, and he went all the way across, and then he stopped his plume. Now, I don't know if you can see him up there or not, but he's right up there. You see him up there? He's right up in there somewhere. He stopped his plume. Well, the geoengineering continues as this guy sprayed this rail right into the existing plume and then out this way. See the rail there? And he just kept right on going. Right through that plume there. Still going all the way to the horizon. No, look, he stopped it right there. See that? See what he did there? He stopped the plume right there. So it covers the cloudoids into building them up. See how he connected this cloudoid to this bunch? And there you have it. There's more evidence that you need that these are not clouds. How much more do you need, people? How much more do you need? Check out this fin work. Look at those fins. So everything's breaking up. The cloudoids are breaking up. They're piecing them together. They're breaking up. The soot's falling. They're trying to make it rain. Look at the soot fall off the edge of that cloudoid. See, it's already finning and then turns to wisps. Look at this wisp. This probably was fins at one point in time. Now it's all wisp. That create that light look in the sky. And if you, like I harped on it before, when you see commercials, you will see nothing. You'll see everything but a blue sky. Okay, you'll see a white sky. You'll see a cloudoid sky. You'll see a chemtrail sky. You'll see soot falling from the sky. I even went as far as seeing a brown and gold sky. Now, come on. That's ridiculous. Check out these fins on the edge of this. See how this is breaking off into fins? And then wisps, and then soot. And all fall from the sky. They are continuing to plume it up here in our skies. It's about 1:30. Look at that Christmas tree bulb effect of that plume. Right into the plume, okay? And then out of the plume. And there he goes, onward into the sky, placing a friggin' plume, and then he stopped it right there again, just like that other guy did. Now, just above him is the guy who laced another plume. And he stopped it right there. And he stopped, and here he is right here. It's a red bad boy. And he's starting the plume again as they try desperately to cover up our blue sky. Try to fool you into thinking it's a real monsoon season. And they're trying to make it rain. This is how they do it. And it's a red bad boy spraying that friggin' plume. Should have known by the size of the rail and the sound of the jet. Well, you got back-to-back rails dispersed there already. Look at that Christmas tree bulb effect. The red bad boy up here, look, it's already dispersed into the cloudoid. Oh yeah! My God, I can't believe people can't figure this out. Before, and you can see what he did. He rode it right to there, to this cloudoid here, and then it stopped. In the meantime, that red bad boy up here, he stopped. Oh yeah, as I pan into that southern sector, you can see the cartoon cloudoids already formed. Oh my God. Soot falling up above here. See the black? And then the white's already dispersing into soot. But they fooled you into thinking it was a cloud. It's time to figure it out. And there he goes. There it is, right there. As he headed right into the plume. Right next to this rail here. So they're building the grid up. And nobody seems to have a clue. And I just saw this rail up here where the guy just marked it and stopped. Look at that. See where he stopped it up there? Isn't that something what they're doing? Look again. The rail's hidden in there. They're just building up the clouds. Look at this notorious orange peel. Look at that. Wow. Look at that orange peel.
as the wisps all break apart. Wow. I hear another jet up there. We're going to look for him. Oh, he's loud too. I can't see him. And this is what he did. Look, he snuck this in. I didn't even see him. Right before my eyes, and I didn't even see him. You know, this is all he did was lace this. From start to finish. Right there. Follow the rail. And then he stopped there. Continued on a little bit over here. Okay. But this is just getting downright notorious. Look at back here. Another rail. My God, people. Just please look up. Look at this white soot just falling from the sky. If you look real close, you can see the cloudoids that are embedded in there. The cartoon cloudoids embedded into the soot. Kind of suspend them for a while till it all collapses and turns into soot. Black or white. Black at night, white during the day. More orange peel heading up there. This big bomb of plasma here, this will all turn into orange peel real soon here. This is starting to break up into some fins. My God, the whole sky is fucked up. Excuse the language, but look at this guy back in here. I mean, I've got a field day. They're just not going to stop. It's just one right after another. Another rail back in there. Jeez. Wow. And lo and behold, look at this guy spraying the plume right inside the plume. He stopped it when he got inside the plume, and I'll prove it to you right here. Sun's in my eyes, but you can see that friggin' plume. And that's where he left it, right there. Unbelievable. So I keep panning, sun's in my eyes, but I'm still looking for that jet to come out of here. And here's where he picked up at. See how covertly they're doing that. He started it there, and he's heading back there, and trust me, it goes beyond the trees. It's constant, one after another today. Kind of figured it would. Just went in the house for a couple of seconds, and this guy lays this rail. It is just not gonna stop from the spraying. They're stop and go, creating these cloudoids like this. Come on, people, wake up now. Look at that rail. Snuck it right in there. And look at the shadow next to it. Yeah, I wonder if that's the special plume. My God, I just can't believe. Look what's happening to our sky. Look at this. Fuck. Sorry about the language. Look at this friggin' orange peel. Have you ever seen the like? Only on the Evan Fain YouTube channel where you see stuff like this. You might see it on other guys' documentations, and I hope you do. Because I hope I'm not the only one that's seeing this. Look how this is all just dispersing in the soot. My God. Look what this guy just did. Right over that orange peel plume. Look at this. Turned it on right there. Plumed it. Right across that orange peel. And then ended it right there. Come on, people, just look up and see what's going on. You look at the other end. Look at this. You got double rails back in there, so there's double jets hiding in there. Double rails. See if I can zoom it in a little bit better. There goes one of them back down in there. There it is. See the rails there? Follow it up and you can see double rails up in here. See the double rail there? One dispersed, one gonna be dispersed. Yeah, just not stopping today. Look at the evidence of the mix. We already know about the new gay mix, but look at the trail. It's like a dispersed. Look at, there's a better look at it. Uh-huh. You tell me, people, if you got a better idea. You tell me what's going on. Look at that plume. Have you had enough yet? Look at the orange peel. They're just getting it all set up. This is your monsoon season, people. I've been harping on it before. This is your monsoon season. All fake as hell with soot, plume, cloudoids, cartoon clouds. Look at, there you go. There's your cartoons back in there. It's just sickening. Look at this configuration coming out of the orange peel. It looks like a Medusa's hair starting to wisp out. Look at the wisps. Huh. Still think they're clouds, huh? Ah, you idiots. If you think those are clouds, my God, you really do need help. God, I've got more action today than I've had in about a week, and look at what they're doing here. From the edge of that grid, see that grid right there? Sprayed it, sprayed it, sprayed it, sprayed it, ended it. Continued on. Put a little piece there. And he's probably still spraying down back here. If you look real close, you can see where the other part of the rail is. So, we know what they're doing. The jig is up, just the people need to figure it out and start complaining. And here's what happened to that orange peel just moments ago. Look what happened to the orange peel. Uh-huh. Oh, enough said. Well, I thought I heard something, and I guess I did. And what it was is this chemtrail line right back in here that this guy just laced. So it's just a non-stop assault today to try to get it to rain. That's what they're trying to do. It's so pathetic. Just look what this asshole has done. Look at this plume. Get a good look at the length of that plume. And then he shut it off when he hit the wisps. So he just splayed a great big friggin' line right up in the middle of the blue. Look at that plume. Look at that friggin' plume. My God. Again, we're looking at evidence for that gay mix, and just look at that plume that guy left. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's like a shadow, and it's kind of oily or something. It's like oil and water. We've been documenting that a lot lately. Panning into that northern, actually that's the southern sector, heading toward Phoenix, and you can see the cartoonage again, still sitting up there in that white soot, embedded, ready to fall. I'm looking straight out my front door, and what do I see? It's chemtrail activity. We got a silver bullet spraying some nasty plume out of that back tail fin nozzle. See, look close enough, you can see it coming out of that back tail fin. That ain't out of the jet engines. Even if it was, it would just have been a turbofan. We all know about the turbofans. There's a nice, nasty plume. They're just never going to stop today. So ridiculous. All right, Joe Collada, AscensionPathway.com on MFA YouTube channel, documenting Tuesday, July 28th. And look at the white sun that we got in that western horizon. But what is really neat here is look at the soot falling in that northwestern sky. All right, and that wild stuff. Look at that soot. And over here, we got a fire and soot. If you look at the mountain range, you can see the fire. They got a fire going back there. But the soot there, and so, you know, some of that is smoke, but a lot of it's soot, just like this, because there's no fire over here. That's all soot. Look at that. Just falling from the sky. As I pan into that eastern sector, you see what we got. Cartoon cloudoids, a little bit of everything, soot, haze, cartoons. Look at the turd there. See the purple? Yeah, clouds don't do that. All right, and look at what we got here. We got a lot of soot falling. Look at, we got a grid. This whole thing is gray. It may turn into a wild Medusa, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna head back home and be out here in another hour. Well, it's about 7:30 on Tuesday, July 28th, and look at the fin work sitting up there. Look at the fin work. As we move up from the fins, what do you see? We got orange peel. Imagine that! Huh! Look at over here. Look at the orange peel here. And then you can see the fin work down in here. See those fins? Back over here. Friggin' gray soot in that eastern horizon. Look at that Measle effect up in there. Look how that's all falling apart. It's like pan up over here. The guy just couldn't take his foot off that toggle switch. Look at that plume there. Back over here, look at this plume. I'm gonna zoom in. This is a big bomb here. Okay, but there's one right underneath it there. But look at the fresh chemtrail line all the way across, right back in there. Panning around to that western sky. Look at this. What do you call this up in there? Look at the color. Look at that. It's yellow. My God, what's in that shit? Oh my gosh, is that possibly the gay mix? So I pan back over here to that western horizon. I'm standing in the middle of the road. Look at all the different colors we got here. Look at the Medusa bomb we got here. I don't know if it's going to turn into a Medusa or not, but my God, look at all the orange peel effect here. Or Measle effect, whatever you want to call it. It's just absolutely incredible what is going on in our skies. Over here too, you can see the soot starting to fall. I mean, the soot has been falling all day today. Here's that big bomb. Look at this, how low this is. Wouldn't that be dissipated by now, being that low? Yeah, the answer is yes, it should. Because, why? The answer is, they're not clouds.
It's about 7:36 here in Arizona. Giving you the satellite weather report, showing you what they're doing, because this is going to probably take an effect tomorrow as well. Look at Mexico. Look what they're doing. Straight up from the south to create the monsoon effect into Arizona, right up through New Mexico, and bits and parts of Colorado. And they're swaying it right through Kansas there in Oklahoma. If you notice that real good. Looking up here in the great northwest, you can see that big swirl they did in Canada. Look what they've done to it now. You can see the chemtrails in that white. You can just see what they're doing right through the Midwest, and it's bringing it down into those southeastern states. All the southeastern states are getting hit. Every stinking one of them.
Well, the last documentation of the night, we have ourselves a mini Medusa. It still hasn't broke up quite like we would like, but as I pan, I want to show you this first. As I pan over here, look at this. Look at the wisps of soot, colored soot, still in the sky. And if you look hard enough, you can see some fin work back in there. Let me back it off and refocus. Okay, then you can see that fin. They're minor fins, but there's fins nonetheless. I can't really see them. As I pan over here, look at the color back in there. Oh yeah. And look over here. You can see it looks like chemtrail rails or cloudoids already. Look at the rails in the background. They're chemtrail rails. Just sitting back there. You don't really notice them. See them way, way back there? See the three rails? Yeah. As I pan back over here, here's that cloudoid. That massive cloudoid that has been shrunk down to just one friggin' line. See how the people thought, oh, it was beautiful clouds? No, it's not. They flatten these down in the soot. Look how purple this all is. Look at this, almost looks like a Medusa, but it's really not. Okay. Some fin work in there, it looks like. Something. Not quite fins. As I pan from that eastern sector into that northern sky, look at these chemtrail fins. I mean, these are strings. Look at, that's the blind effect. Look how long those are all the way across. See that? Isn't that something? People think it's real. They go, oh, it's beautiful. No, it's not. This is chemtrail soot. So I pan back over here, heading into that northwestern sector. You can see the difference between the soot and the orange. The orange is soot. It's just still reflecting off the particles on the front side of the sun there. The back side is the black area. The same thing here. Look at that color up there. Oh, it's beautiful. No, it's not. My God, people are such idiots when they think this is real. It's real in the sense that they're doing it to us. But this is not the way it's supposed to be. Look at the cloudoid there. Look at the soot chunks hanging there. And we go back on top of the mountain. It's just notorious. Simply notorious. You got some lines way back in there too. Isn't that just ugly looking? God dang. Well, Joseph Clyde, AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Payne YouTube channel, signing off. Tuesday, July 28, 2015, documenting the fake monsoon season as the fraud continues. As you know, I have a hard time letting things go. This was once pink. Now look at it. It was just seconds ago. Look at that. Huh? Have a good night.